The story begins in a city called Boston where a major theft is about to be committed today. These four childhood friends are preparing for the same, whose head is Duck, who is telling everyone what they have to do as soon as they enter the bank. Grossy, who has to collect and keep everyone's phones. At the same time, Jim has to keep an eye on everyone so that they do not set off the emergency alarm. The rest of the work is my responsibility. Meanwhile, on the other side, we can see the same bank in which this robbery is about to take place. His guard is going inside with a bag full of money when these four people push him and enter inside. All four took their positions, after which they first go to the cashier. Whatever he has, they snatch it away. But even this was not enough for him. They wanted more. So they reached the locker room, whose keys were with Claire, who is the manager here. Although she doesn't want to do this, a gun has been placed on her head, and nothing is more valuable than life. He gave them that locker room open. Then she went down and lay down on the ground. His eyes fell on the tattoo on Jim's neck. Now all four of them were not paying any attention to these people. That's why Claire set off the alarm with her feet, due to which he thought that this was the work of the cashier. That's why he beats him a lot. But friends, it is too late now. Claire felt quite bad though. Because of him, the old cashier had to get beaten. But what to do? If she speaks, she may even lose her life. Before leaving, these people also erase the fingerprints so that no evidence remains. At this very moment, an idea comes to Dee's mind. Why shouldn't he take Claire with him? If something happens outside, he can use it as a pawn. They captured him and made him sit in the car. Now it has come a long way. That's why they leave Claire there, because there was no danger to her now. Now the case here is given to this special FBI agent Adam to investigate, who is very expert in such cases. But when he entered the bank, he realized that these were no ordinary thieves. They knew on the basis of which evidence they could be caught. They were wiped out very cleanly. Then he got a call. The car in which he fled has been caught, but when he reaches there, the entire car is burnt. It was very surprising that no one around knew where this car came from and how it burnt. This thing seemed very strange to Adam, but he had to catch the thief at any cost, and how would this happen? You will know this in some time. To get answers to some more questions, he interrogated Claire, who told everything, so there the four now pay back all those who helped him in his theft. But as evening approaches, Jim becomes very angry at Duck because he should not have caught Claire. Then Duck shows her her ID card and tells her that she lives in our neighborhood. If he tells anything to anyone, then it will be difficult. That's why now I will follow her every day and sometimes scare her a little so that she feels that someone is following her, and she will get scared and will not tell anything to anyone. But Doug refuses to let him do this because he knows that he has a very short temper and will definitely do something wrong. Now that same night, Doug goes to a bar where a girl named Chris comes, Dick's sister. These two used to be together, but now there is nothing like that. Although Chris still likes him, Duck has moved on. The next day he begins pursuing Claire, who arrives at Eltree. While washing clothes, she sees blood on her shirt, which might have been applied on the same day, and she gets very upset after seeing this. That's why she starts crying a lot. Dig, standing nearby, thinks to himself that this is the right time. That's why he supports her, and in the course of conversation asks her if she would like to go for coffee. Claire was also very upset. That's why she said yes, and then both of them sit together and talk a lot, and one of them lies to her that he works in a construction company. He even lied that his father lived in another city, whereas the truth is that he is in jail at present. Now after meeting him, Dick goes and tells Jim that he doesn't know anything about us. That's why there is no need to kill him. Meanwhile, we see a man who falls into the hands of Adam, which gives him a clue about the same guard who was taking the money to the bank that day. So he goes straight to the same agency. But he did not have any information about the guard, but the FBI did. That is why they investigate his entire horoscope and find out that whenever there is a theft anywhere in the city, he does not come to work that day. This was enough for him. Adam then goes to Claire again and starts asking her some questions. He also flirts with her, then she tells him that she likes someone else. In fact, it was none other than Dig, whom she had now grown rather close to. She has even started sharing things about her office and personal life with him, as if he had committed a robbery in the bank. A few days ago, he had seen a tattoo on the neck of a thief, but he hasn't told anyone yet, Dick immediately says, "Do it well. Don't tell this to anyone right now, otherwise you may even lose your life." Meanwhile, when Adam takes out the guard's list, he finds out the names of some of his friends, in which Jim's name was also there, but right now they cannot catch anyone like this because they do not have any evidence. That's why he thought of collecting some solid evidence first, but he has left nothing that he can get his hands on. But the FBI has already identified them. One afternoon, Dick and Claire are sitting in a cafe when Jim arrives. Seeing this, Dick gets scared and tells him that he should leave from there because she will see his tattoo, but he does not go. And just then, Claire comes from the washroom. Then Dick hides his tattoo and drives her away from there. But when he comes home, he tells her a lot of things. Jim says that whatever he is doing is very wrong because that girl could send them all to jail. But he is confident that she would never do anything like that. He shouldn't think so much about all this. But Jim says that he will no longer work with this team because he no longer trusts anyone. But Dick explains to him that he cannot trust anyone. Meanwhile, Jim tells him that this will be his last theft as he is now taking a share and going away somewhere to live a peaceful life. After this, these people collect a lot of hair. Let's make a mask. Then we leave for the next task. Today, their plan was to rob a money truck that supplies money to the bank. Everything is going quite smoothly. Then this guard captures his companion and he is forced to shoot him. But he made a big mistake because now the police is after him. That's why now he immediately transfers the money into the car and starts driving away. But this thing was not so easy because the entire police force was after them. But this was no less. He has already made a plan. Everyone stopped their car at one place and sat in another car which belonged to their friend who was already waiting for them. Now they disappear in the blink of an eye. When Adam found out, he investigated the entire theft and found out that it was also the work of the same people. But this time, he did not find any evidence with which he could catch them. But now he wants to talk to all four of them. That's why the police picked them up. But Dig had trained these four properly, and that is why they answer every question by saying that their lawyer will talk to them. This is their right. Even Adam is unable to do anything. But yes, he definitely says that he knows that he has done this work. He just needs some evidence. The day he finds them, he will either kill all four of them in an encounter or give them such a punishment that they will never be released. After saying this, he releases them. Here again, Adam wants to talk to Claire, but now he comes to know that he left the bank job. After hearing this, he starts suspecting him. So he checked his phone calls, and this turned his suspicion into certainty because it had days' contact, and he also had call recordings of several hours. In the next scene, we see Dick telling Claire that he is leaving town, and then she tells him that she has also quit her job, which Dick is very happy to hear because now she will be able to move in with him. While talking, he proposes to her and gives her a necklace as a gift, which she accepts. Now both of them were very happy, but their happiness was soon going to be ruined. How that will be known in some time. When Claire returned home, she met Adam, who, seeing the diamond necklace on her hand, understood what was going on. He did not delay, of course, in showing him Dick's file. But there Dick meets Jim in connection with his next robbery, who has learned that he is leaving them, but Dick explained that it was his last theft. That's why he wants to do it with his friends, that he is leaving his friends for a girl. Did he forget when he was 9 years old, he served 8 years in prison for killing a man at her behest? Has he forgotten all the favors? After saying this, he also said that he had already said it. That was his last theft. That's why he won't do this work anymore. Now, Day had no other choice. That's why he goes to Fergie, who is his boss, and he gives all these tasks, but he has a flower shop to show to the world. Now, when he heard that this was not going to work, he became angry because he knew very well that no one could do this job better than him. That is why now he starts threatening him that whatever they did to his mother in the name of Clear, they will do the same to him also. Actually, many years ago, when Dee's father went to jail, his mother had become like a living corpse. Fergie took advantage of this and got her heavily intoxicated, due to which one day she was killed, and now he will do the same to Claire if she does not get this work done for him. Now he directly reaches Claire's house, who had come to know the whole truth. That's why now he refuses to talk to her about anything, so Dick also returns disappointed. But one day he saw that Fergie's people had placed funeral flowers at the gate of Claire's house. Seeing this, he gets scared that he might actually kill him. That's why he agrees to the theft and convinces his team as well. Here Adam came to know about Chris. That's why now he starts playing mind games with her. At first he flirts with her a lot. Then he tries to find out the plan of Dee's team by any means. But Claire was also cunning. She says she will say something only when her lawyer comes. But Adam wasn't about to give up. He knew she liked Dick. That's why he tells her about Claire. So both of them are going to leave the city now. After hearing this, Chris gives the location of their next plan. But she was wrong. That's why Adam goes after the wrong people. On the other hand, when Claire comes out of the house after waiting for many days, Dick stands in front of her and tells her everything that yes, he steals. And he has also robbed many banks, but now he is leaving this work because since he met her, he has changed. Now he has to spend the rest of his life with her. Claire also wanted to leave all this work and said that every person should get a chance. That's why she agrees. Poor Chris approached Abdik and begged him that she wanted to go with him, but he refused her because he did not love her. Chris tried to convince her several times, but this time she pushed him out of the house, due to which he drank a lot in anger and hit his own car. When Adam came to know that she was admitted in the hospital, he took advantage of this and started emotionally blackmailing her, saying that within a few days they all are going to go to jail, and if you don't tell anything, then you will also go with them. Look what he has done to you. This is your respect in front of them. If you listen to me, then tell me the truth so that you will be free forever. Chris falls for her trick and tells her everything. The scene is cut. We see Dee's team who get into police getup, heading straight to a bank in Fanware Park, where a lot of money was brought in the morning. Once inside, they captured all the guards one by one. He then goes straight inside and starts stuffing the $30 million in the orcs into his bag. After the work was done, he went down to the parking lot where one of his friends was standing with an ambulance in which he kept the bag. But then Dick says the police are outside. This is what is going on in his mind when Jim starts firing bullets and firing starts from there too. Seeing this, Dick asked one of his companions to go out and surrender himself because there was no police case against him. That's why he won't get much punishment. This will not ruin the rest of his life, but he will not leave his team. That's what he said. Meanwhile, some more policemen come and throw their necks, due to which their attention gets diverted, and in the process, Ditch is killed. Everyone deeply regrets his death. Then Clancy says, I have a plan that is working. He said that if he goes out with this ambulance, all the policemen will follow him, and taking advantage of this, both of them will run away. He also has a police uniform, so there will be no problem. However, Dick was not ready to accept this because as soon as he went out, they would shoot him. But Clowney was confident in his own driving. That is why he leaves with the ambulance and goes ahead breaking all the vehicles, but within a short time his tire gets punctured, but still he was not ready to stop. Then a sniper aims directly at his head, killing him on the spot. Now only two are left who come out with the police, and outside Adam checks on Clancy and finds out that the rest of the people are still alive. Meanwhile, a policeman comes and tells that they have taken all the guards into custody, who say that Kim was in police uniform. Upon hearing this, Adam alerts the entire city and launches a search himself. Now when he goes out, he sees Jim at a distance and calls him by his name. On hearing this, he does not turn back, but on hearing him calling him again and again, he gets angry and shoots at those policemen, but in the retaliatory action, he too gets killed. He knew very well that now he was not going to escape, and if he surrendered himself, he would spend his entire life in jail. That's why he chose this path. Dig was standing at a distance watching all this. That's why he quietly leaves with the police car and goes straight to Fergie, whom he shoots dead. He stole her money and then called Claire, who already had several FBI agents waiting for her, which she knew. Now the FBI people also say that, tell him to come and meet you, but Claire signals him not to come here, but Dick says he will come soon. After saying this, he goes to Claire's garden and buries the money and catches a train to another city. Meanwhile, Adam waits for several hours, but Dig does not appear, and he now realizes that he may never be able to catch him. But when he came out, he saw that a note was stuck on his car, on which many abusive words were written. This was Dig's job. He realizes that Claire has given him the hint, but nothing happened to him, and nothing will happen to him now. While Claire is watering the garden, she finds the money along with a note saying that they will meet soon, and with this, the story ends here.